Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about what has been going on. I kind of want to wait for some people. No, wait. Okay. Well, I guess this is going to be a video after, so like, I don't have to wait. No, I think I'm good. So, okay, so I have this situation at school. There is this guy. His name is blank blank. Okay, we're gonna go with Sam. We're gonna go with Sam. Um, one day it was in like the beginning of the school year. I was like so good at that time, and we were talking. Well, I was talking to one of my friends, and then the bell rang, and he asked me, "Hey, what's your name?" And I said, "Mariah." He said, "Oh, I probably should have known since we have 3 classes together." And I was like, "I guess so." And then I stopped talking to him, and that's the day that I started liking him, even though I'd never noticed him before, and I went to that school last year, so it's pretty weird. And he's kind of a popular guy at school. Everybody kind of knows him, right? So Sam's kind of a popular guy, right? And we were talking like every day, almost, and he was like pretty cool, and I started to know that, and then he never said anything. But one day I turned around and talked to him in the hallway, and he was with this girl, and I had never seen her before. Well, I've seen her, but I didn't like know her name or anything. And they hugged, and I thought, well, sometimes cousins hug, because I have a cousin that goes to the same school, and sometimes we hug. So I was like, maybe they're just cousins, but I don't really think so, because they hugged and then they said bye. So I kind of was like, I don't think so. So then he started telling me about her because he saw see them together. So he started talking about her with me, and he said he wanted to break up with her, and I became friends with her because turns out I had 1 class with her. I gotta see family members here. Nope, we're good. Okay, so yeah, it turns out I had 1 class with her, and he I don't know, but he kept going to me because I became with her, and he kept talking, how does she feel and stuff like that, and I started telling her what he said, and I was just in the middle of it, and at that time we were still flirting, me and Eduardo, even though I knew he had a girlfriend, but he was planning on breaking up with her, and one day he told me, today I'm gonna do it, and he told me, because he knew I was friends with her, to not say anything because he was going to do it himself. So I said, okay. I tried to cheer her up the best I could. I kept going up to her, how's your day and how do you feel? And she was just like, normal, I guess. What's up with you? It's like nothing. And that day I had one of my friends write a note to give to him, and it said something like, I just kind of like you, and I know you have a girlfriend, well, kind of, and I like you and stuff like that. And so she couldn't give it to him at the end of lunch when he was going to break up with Heather that day at lunch. My friend wanted to give it to him right after he broke up with Heather, but she was too scared, so she gave it to one of her friends who was not scared at all, and she went up to her and did it, and I was freaking out. I almost cried. And he opened it and was smiling, and the bell rang to go back to class, and he waved to me and said, "I did it," and I said, "I know." He was not at all talking about the note. He was talking about Heather. He had completely ignored the note, 100%, which I'm kind of glad, because I didn't want it to be like very big, but she snatched the note out of his hand and read it. Yeah. So, single for a while now, and we've just been kind of flirting here and there. Like one day, he came and sat next to me when you're not supposed to get out of your seat, and I was writing Mariah on my wrist, because that's my name, and he came up and he said, "Here, write your name," and it wasn't on the piece of paper, it was right here on his hand. I was like, okay. So I did, and like we just stared at each other, and it was so cute. But it was in green marker, by the way. And everybody started to notice my name was on his hand. And we had walked that day together, and he walked me to one of my classes. And everybody was kind of freaking out, you know, because, yeah, Heather and stuff. So one day, my friends went up to him and were like, and it made me feel like I was just another one of those girls. You know? And so that started that day until he noticed some guy kept flirting with me. His name with is Alex. Yeah, and it made him feel better that like somebody else liked me. So it made people like pay attention to him liking me instead of, you know, making it seem like Sam liked me. So yeah, but he actually does like me still, Alex. And I kind of just push him off to the side because I don't feel the same, really. I feel like more friends. And I know he likes me because everybody tells me that he said that he likes me, but okay. So yeah, and I don't know what to say. And yeah, and then I think it was on a Friday. No, a Thursday. I think it was last Thursday. I was in the library and I didn't want to get any books because I was good. And he came up and we were just talking because he wasn't going to get books either. And we were just talking and he was talking to me. We were talking about, how to explain this? We were talking about, like, he told me where he wanted to live. I don't know how it got to that point, but he told me where he wanted to live when he got older, and he said Dallas, Texas. And I was like, hey, my grandpa lives there. And he was like, really? That's cool. And I said, I lived there when I was younger. And he said, that's pretty cool too. I've always wanted to live there. I said, yeah, you don't like Las Vegas? That's where I want to live when I get older. He said, yeah, but I think I want to stick with Texas. And I said, I wouldn't be living in Texas either. It's pretty out there. Then he asked how many siblings I had, and I said 8 altogether. And he was like, wow. I was like, not in the same house though, but that'd be really crazy. I have 3 at my mom's end, 6 here, and 5 here. And he was like, wow. And he asked how many brothers I had, and I said, I have 6 brothers and 2 sisters. And he was like amazed. And I don't know what it was. We just kept talking, and he just kept smiling at each other. And then one of his friends came up and like took him away, and they were talking, and then we didn't talk for the rest of the period. Well, then we were talking, and I had a volleyball game the next day. And we were talking in class and stuff. Well, not like when the teacher's talking, but yeah, when we were doing rote. It was livid. I was livid. And I said, okay, Evelyn, I see you, because I tried to play it off like, I didn't like him and I was happy for her and stuff, but it made me mad. It made me want to cry. I was so mad. So I just kept, when I'm nervous, I smile. So I kept smiling at her, but I was furious. And I just kept smiling at her and just like playing it off like it was just funny, and I was just smiling, but no, I was mad. And she thinks I'm happy with her, and I just keep acting like I am, because I think he just wants to be friends, right? Like, maybe he just wants to be friends. That's all. And so later that day in 7th period, which I have him in my class also, he didn't talk to me because I said, okay, Evelyn, I see you. He didn't think I was going to see it. So he didn't talk to me. And so these other guys kept messing with me because I was mad. And they didn't know why I was mad, but they just kept messing with me. And then they found a spider, stomped on it, took my pencil when I wasn't looking, picked up the spider, and started chasing me with it. And Edward was just laughing. And it made me happy that he was actually laughing. Because I don't know. And then I don't know. I don't know. And then today, he was so nice, and we talked, but not a lot, just like normal talk. But yeah, and then we went, well, no, not went. And then in the period again, the boys were doing the same thing, but I wasn't mad. They just kept messing with me, like, you have spider touch and stuff, so yeah. But they kept messing with me and stuff like that. And I put my head down because the teacher was talking and she was being so boring. So I put my head down and I just was almost asleep. And then the teacher said, up, get up, put your head up. And I was like, okay. And then I stretched for a second and he just winks at me. And then I smiled at him and he smiled back. And that's the last thing that happened. I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know. What do I do? Do I just, I don't know. And Evelyn told me how it happened. He got her number, and I don't know. My parents checked my phone, so I just didn't give him my number because I feel like the conversation would be off and then they would read it and stuff, and I'm not supposed to have a boyfriend. I'm gonna start talking because I gotta go home soon. I'm at the park, by the way. And he said, I like you, Evelyn. And Evelyn said, what? And he's asked me for my number before. I was like, I can't give you my number. Like, I can share Google Doc with you on my Chromebook, and we could talk on there. And he's like, sure, I'll do that. And he never did, but I don't want to ask him about it because, like when girls ask guys about stuff and then they start getting annoying. So I didn't ask him about it at all. So, yeah. So I don't know what to do. You guys in the comments, tell me what I should do. Should I, like, ask him out? Or, like, try to break them up? I forgot some part. I wrote a fake letter, like some people talking. Because my friend said I should just, like, make it seem like that he's cheating on somebody with... cheating on her with me. So I did. Boys, it's time to go! Time to go home! So I made it seem like he was cheating on her with me. And I wrote like a fake note of like two people talking. And I said, I heard he's cheating on Evelyn with some girl in his third period class. I think her name's like Mariah or something like that. Yeah, they'd be a cute couple though. And then the other person like on the note said, oh, they would though. And then they're like, yeah, back and forth. And then, yeah, it was pretty funny. And then I dropped it. And I didn't tell my friends about it because I didn't want to seem like really mean. So I dropped it on the floor in the passing period, hoping that like somebody would find it and then give it to Evelyn. And you know who found it? My friends. They found it and they're like, Mariah, look what new we found. Somebody thinks he's cheating on her with you. It's like, wow, what are you gonna do with it? And they're like, oh, we're just gonna give it to Eduardo. I was like, I mean, Sam, not Eduardo. Where did Eduardo come from? Sam, and she's like, I was like, okay. I didn't say anything back because I didn't want to seem like mean or anything. So I let them have it, and tomorrow she's gonna give it to Sam, which I'm really scared about. So what should I do? I don't know what to do. It's like, for real, what do I do? It's cold. And now I'm walking home, waiting for my brothers, but yeah. So this is why, you don't fake, I guess. So, yeah, what should I do, is the question. I'm going to see you guys later. I'm gonna end the video now. And you guys tell me what you think. Bye.